to somebody who's considering going to college or taking a trade,
Sure.
what would you advise them?
Well, I would advise them to know what they want and commit to that. You know, if you want to trade, go for it. It's education. If you want to go to college, go for it. If you want to do the trade after college, you know, that's on you. But if you want to be an electrician, a painter, a plumber, carpenter, you know, I highly suggest going into the trade as soon as possible.
What were you doing before you went to work for this electric?
I was doing a fire scene investigation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was an evidence technician.
Oh, evidence technician. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, that sounds kind of interesting, but yet you were getting tired of it?
Well, you know, it's time to move on, and wanted to do bigger and bigger. I didn't see the potential in it wasn't there for me. So, and everything always came down to electrical. And you know, every time we review a fire, get to the panel, they're talking about neutrals and this and that, and I never knew what they were talking about. So I was always intrigued from the electric side because it was always looked at whether it was responsible or not for the fire. And so we have electrical engineers on site examining the fire and fire patterns and the panels. And every time we got to the panel, I didn't know anything. So I've always been intrigued and interested in electricity. So for this is pretty much the next level for me.
Who were you a fire evidence technician for?
I worked with this company called, what was it called? Fire Cause Analysis.
Oh, private company.
Yes, a private company, yes.
Interesting. And goes without saying, I guess, but you would recommend the ABC, if somebody asks you, well, should I go through this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. The support, the classes, the camaraderie, I think is more than enough to keep you motivated and supported to be a success in the program.
Okay. And you're through it or almost through it? Or?
No, it's my first year.
First year?
Yes.
Okay. It's a 2-year program, right?
No, mine is like 5-year program.
Oh, really? You're going for some big advanced?
Yeah, electrician.
Okay. And
8,000 hours.
have you been able to work on anything in the Bay Area? You can drive down and say, you know, I worked on that building.
Let's see. Well, I've worked on the VA building in San Francisco.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've worked in a VA building, VA hospital in Palo Alto. I've worked in a classified room at NASA, so you can't see that, but trust me, I was there. I've worked at the DA's office in Martinez. Worked at the VA pharmacy in San Francisco.
Interesting, because I assume the company that you work for has a VA contract to do there.
Well, they do a lot of federal. They do a lot of government jobs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm real intrigued. If I were now writing for a scandalous newspaper, I'd ask you more about this confidential room at Napa State Hospital.
You can ask me
Don't say a word.
for my answers. We'll see.
That is a good one. John, you have any questions?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Covered. I appreciate that.
I thank you so much for your taking the time to help us spread the word about this great program and this great organization.
No, I love it.
Yeah. Testimonials are always the best.
Yeah.
So.
And prior to this program, I had no idea what ABC was. I keep telling people that I had no idea,
Thought it was a
and
TV
then
channel.
I was like, "Huh? What?" You know, because all I knew about becoming an electrician was through the union.
Right.
That's it. You know, so I didn't know that there were other ways of becoming certified. So.
Okay. That's a very important distinction, is that people don't know that sometimes you think you have to go through the union apprentice.
Exactly.
But there are others. And,
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm hearing, and not to demean any other apprenticeship program, but I'm hearing at ABC from some of when you get an ABC apprentice graduate, that you're getting a better quality person. That's what I'm led to believe. They didn't say it that way.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's very high quality administration here, and the program is very organized, and we're held to the same standards, if not higher, than the union. So, I mean, there's no difference when it comes to skills. It's all down to the individual. You know, across the board, ABC is top notch. You know.